What's up, man? How you doing?
What's going on with you?
Chilling, bro. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. All right. So first, introduce yourself so everybody can know who you actually are.
Okay. Um, Full name Kaalan Rashad Walker. My actor name is Kaalan K.R. Walker, and my musician artist name people know me as K.R. Um,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So why are you here?
Uh, I was falsely accused of sexual assault.
Okay. Okay.
Fal-
All right. And just so everybody knows, he was one of the stars in the movie Superfly. So if you've seen the movie Superfly, just type in Superfly 2018. I actually looked at a lot of the movie last night. This guy is a phenomenal actor. I was
Thank you.
like, whoa.
Thank
So yeah, I actually went and watched the movie last night. So you've been falsely accused,
you. Yeah.
and tell your story a little bit. What happened and where are you now?
Okay. So I started off doing music.
Hmm.
I started to take my music career very serious in 2015 when Drake's manager, Future, tried to sign me to OVO. Um,
Hmm.
that told me I can do this. You know what I'm saying? I used to go short a lot of hit songs for a lot of big artists, but I never got credited. So
Hmm.
2015, Drake's manager tried to sign me, and then in 2018, Kendrick Lamar tried to sign me to his label, and I just been pursuing music ever since. I started off being a dancer, like the You're a Jerk movement. I started off dancing. In
Hmm.
2018, the lady that books my shows recommended that I start acting because she says, "Hey, you have a very appealing look. I think you will resonate on screen. You remind me of Will Smith." I
Hmm.
told her. She begged me. Then I ended up going to my audition. My first audition, I got a role at playing alongside Halle Berry and Daniel Craig, the man who plays 007. In the
Hmm.
movies, I play Halle Berry's son.
In the
After that,
movie, what's the name of the movie?
it's called Kings. It's on Netflix. Just type in Kings, Halle Berry. It'll pop up. I play Halle Berry's son. That was my very first role, and I had no acting experience. A month later, I booked a TV role on BET called In Contempt, where I play a young man who was falsely accused, and I beat the case, ironically. Um, it was on BET, and then after that, I was in discussions to be the next Nas. Nas was making a biopic with BET, and I got the role, but the
Hmm.
TV show never ended up going through. Right after that, the next month, I booked the role of Superfly. My role was originally supposed to be for 21 Savage. That's why if you saw the movie, I had the cross on my head. 21 Savage couldn't do the movie, so I auditioned and they liked me and they took a risk on a new face, and I'm grateful for that. After
Hmm.
that movie came out, my career took off. Like I was out of here, man. After that movie came out, I got an offer by Sony Pictures to be the first Black Spider-Man. The first Black Spider-Man. Like my shit was about to be out of here. I was happy. I was proud. But the problem was, 2 months after the movie came out, I was falsely accused of rape. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, sir. I learned sitting in jail that it's very important for me to take responsibility of my actions for my actions.
Hmm.
2 months after the movie came out, my homeboy had a girlfriend, but his girlfriend only got with him to get next to me. Long story short, she ended up giving me head. I was
Hmm.
wrong for allowing my homeboy's girl to give me head. I was a scumbag for that. I should have never let that happen. I was wrong for that. But the problem is, she gave me consensual oral sex. And after, instead of telling her man she cheated on him, she lied and said I forced her to give me head.
Hmm.
Her mother works for the court system. Instead of her telling the truth, she told her mom that I raped her, or
Hmm.
to assaulted her. I apologize. And she told my best friend that I took advantage of her, and just rather just admitting, hey, I cheated on you. She didn't want to break up with her
Hmm.
man with each other at the time. Problem is, when you're a celebrity, when those allegations are put out there, they go around the world very quick. She told her mom, my ex homeboy and her set me up on the phone. My homeboy called me and was like, "Yo, let's meet up at a gas station." I pull up to the gas station. He don't show up. Next thing you know, I go to the liquor store. The next day, I'm surrounded by 15 police cars. People aiming guns on me, telling me to get on the ground. On the phone, it was him, his girl, and some cops. They were setting me up to track my location. Sat in jail for
Hmm.
3. I went to jail September 11th, 2018. I just got out of jail in November 2020. Sat in jail for 3 years as an innocent man being falsely accused. Just got out of jail, and nobody's covering the story. That every blog in the world covered that. Oh, I got rape charges, sexual assault charges posted it on every blog site, but they don't want to cover when a man got falsely accused. I'm free right now. I'm not convicted, nothing, and my charges are about to get dropped, but nobody's covering that. I lost my career, my acting career, my music career. I can't get a regular job because whenever you look up my name, the first 27 pages are all my sexual assault allegations. They completely
Hmm.
blackballed me from Hollywood off of a female lying to me. And I know you saw something online. We can get to that in a second. But now, man, broke as hell, living in the basement right now. No, for some reason, nobody wants to put to the world when a man is falsely accused. It's like a disrespect towards all men. It is a problem for me that all you have to do is say a man took advantage of you with no evidence, and your life could get fucked up forever. It's stupid as hell to me.
Hmm.
And right now,
So, yeah, I seen some things on the internet that to a certain degree that I can see has proven in my eyes that it was consensual and it wasn't anything that was, forced.
what did you
And
see?
that is um I've seen something on the internet about because you already know how the algorithm is. It's like once you start clicking on stuff, because I seen the because the way I met you is that somebody sent me the video you did with Umar Johnson, right?
Got it.
I caught the last part of it, so I went on YouTube to watch the entire the video, right? So
Yeah.
of course, once you go on YouTube and you type in your name. Next thing
Mm-hmm.
you know, the algorithm starts picking up your name, and I just started seeing different things about you.
Yeah.
And something came to me on the internet or whatever that I seen, and I was like, wow. So this guy actually was falsely accused because what I seen was a situation that was consensual because
Yeah.
it was some video stuff. So because you know how Twitter just you can see anything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, wow. But what did I like? What did we talk about last night? Remember, I told you that um, me being in my 40s and you being in your 20s, the one thing that you have going for you is what?
Time.
Time.
Time. Yeah.
Time. And I told you last night that I would easily trade all your allegations, sitting in jail, all this stuff to be 20, you 26, right?
26, but I'm gonna be honest with you. And last night I called you psycho. I would switch
Mm.
to no. I don't wish no 10
I
out
get it. I
on a
get it.
that
But
ruins
I
your
meant I get it, but I'm the reason for me saying that was to let you know that you have time.
yeah.
You're only 26 years old, right? Now, if some crazy stuff happened and you're 46 years old or 45 or 42 or whatever in your 40s, then you got to look at things like, wow, this is really some crazy mess, right? Because I don't really have that much time because you have an acting career, a singing career. It's not too many singers that can actually start a career or restart their career in their 40s. It's
Yeah.
not too many actors other than Morgan Freeman and Samuel Jackson that can start an acting career in their 40s. You know what I'm saying? But you are in your early and mid 20s, so you're good. So that's the first thing I wanted to let you know last night because, yes, all these things are going on, but at some point, as long as you keep working, as long as you keep being yourself, as long as you keep like just pouring into people around you,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, all those things are slowly because this is what I said last night. I said, imagine pouring positive things into a glass that has something negative in it, right?
Yeah.
And at some point, the more you pour, the more you pour, the more you pour, you're not going to see the negativity anymore. All
Right.
you're going to see is this, and you're not going to see this anymore.
Got it. Yeah. I'm learning that. I'm gonna be honest with you, sir. That's easier said than done. If you haven't sat in, have you ever been in jail, sir?
Mm-hmm.
I was in solitary confinement for 3 years, basically 2.5, 3 years. I tried to kill
Mm-hmm.
myself multiple times in there. I
Mm-hmm.
drank a big bottle of Benadryl, like a big water bottle, and fill it up with Benadryl, and
Mm-hmm.
down heart attack in jail. But I woke up, and then
Mm-hmm.
when I took a bed sheet, wrapped it around the edge of my bed. So not because I was guilty, but because it was killing me. It was eating me alive that I'm sitting in jail for something I didn't do, and I was
Mm-hmm.
bashed the world and everything I bust my ass these last 10 years for. My dreams were happening. I saw myself on a movie screen. I had big songs. I was performing shows around the world with sold out fans everywhere, and all it took was a woman saying something that was not true, without any proof and put me in jail for 3 years and took away my life. I'm still my charges are in the process of getting dropped, but because she lied, I'm facing 150 years to life with no criminal history. I'm facing meaning
Let me
me.
say this.
That's
Let,
crazy.
let-
No
let me
criminal
say
history.
this.
That's crazy.
So your story is actually even deeper, okay? Because that means three things tried to end your life and it didn't happen. The woman tried to end your life, you're still here. The Benadryl tried to end your life and you're still here. And the bed sheet tried to end your life and you're still here.
Mm.
So you know what that means, right?
What does
You're
that mean?
meant to be here and you have a purpose here and you can't go nowhere until you fulfill your purpose.
I
So
understand.
that is the thing that I want you to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Your future and not your past. We can talk about different things, but I just want you and other people on here to know that there are certain things and certain people that have tried to end your life, but as long as you're still here, it didn't happen. It's people who've been in car accidents. It's people who have been, abused. Like I actually had an ex-girlfriend who, like, a year after we broke up, I would check on her or whatever. And then she told me she was dating this guy. And I was like, cool, right?
Yeah.
Well, I would say a few months after that, I think it was, I don't know, her birthday. I just sent her a text and
Mm.
she said something. And she ended up telling me that the guy literally tried to end her life
Yeah.
and he thought she was gone upstairs and he left out the house. I don't want to say the word because I don't want the algorithm mess with me.
Yeah.
He thought she was gone, right?
Yeah.
She was just unconscious. And she woke up and was looking around and nobody's there. She didn't know where he was. So she immediately jumped up and just jumped out the window and jumped off the terrace because she didn't know where he was. But he was gone. And she just ran down the street. And you know what I'm saying? So overall, um, with her, somebody tried to end her life because the whole thought process of ending your life can be looked at in different ways,
Yeah. Yeah.
because some people may feel like the things that they're going through is like my life is over. But like I said, your life has just begun simply because you're 26. And because of what you went through, you now have a story that can help other men and help other women. Because there's women who actually have been sexually assaulted, and there are women who actually have falsely accused men for, sexually, lying about sexually assaulting them simply so they can get some money. Your story, people just seeing what you've been through, could easily help both of them. Like, I'm not going to do that because look at what happened to him. I'm like, damn, if I falsely accuse a man, I can actually make him want to possibly end it all. I got to be careful when I'm sitting there mad, I'm sitting there feeling betrayed, I'm sitting here feeling like, oh, he should be with me, or I need some money so I can extort him, whatever it is.
Mm.
It may take something like this for that woman to wake up and say, yo, I can really affect another person's life by
Yeah.
me just sitting there trying to get some attention or some money.
Exactly.
I ain't doing this no more. Simply
Exactly.
by hearing your story. You feel me?
I have a question, sir. Just since
Mm-hmm.
I'm obviously a lot more knowledge than me, and when I have a chance to talk to somebody that's intelligent, I want to soak up all the game I can so while I'm young. I don't want to make mistakes. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because of this experience, I'm socially awkward around women now because when I go in public, there's still girls who like try to holler or try to, you know what I'm saying? But now
Mm-hmm.
looking at me, either three things. They because they blew me up all over the media when this story broke, either a girl knows me and she's trying next to me for gain, and I curve her and she gets mad or starts talking shit, or a woman who knows me and she's filming me trying to get clout from in social media, the predator is here. Or if a girl likes me or tries to take a picture and stuff, I don't even want to touch her shoulder. Like I'm like, hey, I'm like, hey, nice to meet you. What's up? I
Mm-hmm.
that's what this situation is making me do. I'm trying really hard not to make this situation make me socially awkward around women, but my trust for women in general has lowered severely. And I
Mm-hmm.
know that this mindset, and I go out there into the real world, I won't be able to function because there's women everywhere, especially
Mm-hmm.
attracted to me and are trying to talk, I don't want
mm-hmm,
to. Nice to meet you. I'm like, what's up? I don't want to. They're gonna be like, why the fuck he acting weird? Because if
mm-hmm,
they know me, why? But if they don't, they're gonna be like, why is he acting like this? This is
mm-hmm,
fucked up. My view towards women, not in a I don't trust them type of way, but I'm not scared of them. But
mm-hmm.
these few negative specific women made me look at all women like, damn, y'all gonna hurt me, y'all gonna ruin me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to see a woman in the same light like I did because I see the
Mm-hmm.
power of a woman and how she can ruin a man's life in seconds. How do I get out of that mind state? Because I don't want to be that way. I'm trying not to.
I got you. So the way to get out of that mindset is to first understand that you're not alone.
Mm,
One, even men that haven't been through something like that, in the
mm,
back of their minds, if they have a certain amount of notoriety or if they're famous or whatever, the same thing can happen to them for the first time, you know? So there are men out here who feel the same way and they're socially awkward
yeah,
and ain't nothing even happened to them because something happened to somebody else and they're like, yo, I ain't trying to be like that person over there.
yeah,
So the first thing is understand that you're not alone. And on top of that, there are women who are socially awkward the same way. They are out living their lives and something actually did happen to them or something happened to their friend, sister, or mother or best friend. And they're looking at men like, what you want? Why you want to come over here? Like, you get what I'm saying?
yeah.
So you're not alone. There are millions of thousands, I don't know, but I would say there are a lot of men and women who feel the same way as you do because they either went through what you went through or went through something differently, some similar to what you went through, or never went through it, but they know other people who have went through it.
Got it. Got it.
So just know that you're not alone. So because a lot of times that feeling of nobody understands me is a thing that can like literally drive you nuts. But people do understand you. So let's do this. If you understand how he feels being being socially awkward around the opposite sex because you don't really know what the opposite sex trying to be around you is really up to, put a 1 in the chat.
Okay.
If you're sexually, keep on saying, if you're socially awkward and you just don't really know how to deal with the opposite sex as an adult, put a 1 in the chat because I just want him to see that he's not alone. There are a lot of people who feel that same way.
That's crazy.
You, you see what I'm saying?
I want to say this, right?
Uh-huh.
Very right.
So again, you what?
Very obvious. I'm a black man. Uh, I've been getting a lot of questions of people asking who are the races of women because I guess there's a stigma about the race matters. So I
Mm.
want to in on this.
Well, what I seen, it was a black woman. But just know that there are women out here that have been hurt and abused by their own parents, their uncles, family members, or men they actually trusted, and they want get back. Sometimes, like, and this is a psychological thing. When I'm just going to give you an example, right? Say a man has a wife and kids, right? And white America or his supervisor or whatever, just white America is whether it's police or supervisor or whatever, he's making him that they're the different elements are making him feel insecure, beat down, abused, verbally abused, or either possibly actually abused because of the police or something. He had a run-in with the police, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes, male or female, when you feel like you were victimized, now that particular person can actually feel like I need some get back.
Now
And that man,
stop you right there.
hold on.
Stop you. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, bro, sir. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm very passionate about this stuff, and I speak my
Mhm.
mind. Why the hell should her childhood trauma she deal with and she want get back? Why the hell would she take that out on me? Why does she
Because
why does she have family trauma over there and she gonna decide
mhm.
find this random man and lie and say he raped? Why do I deserve
Well,
that? I don't deserve that.
it's not about you. See, we have to understand that
Mm-hmm.
nobody really cares about you in particular. You are just somebody that was convenient for them to victimize. So like I was saying, a guy gets victimized by white America or whatever, right? He comes on, starts fighting his wife, right? His wife actually feels victimized by her husband, right?
Yeah.
She actually starts being more aggressive or abusing her own kids, or like sit down, da, 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 right?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, that kid goes to school and victimizes a kid because now that kid is a bully. Now
Yeah.
he's running around taking lunch money.
Yeah.
You see the cycle?
Yeah.
So when it comes to the other way, a woman may have felt victimized by a man, and she's like, somebody's gonna have to pay for this. A woman can't victim. A woman can be mean and victimize a woman, but the easiest way for a woman to really get back at a man is to victimize a man.
Do they
Next thing you
understand?
know, she meets you and she's like, oh, he did this, lock him up.
Do you?
And you're like, I didn't do nothing. But
Yeah.
now she gets a vindication of what another man did to her or what her uncle or dad did to her. That's how deep it is. But it's not about you. Don't internalize what happened to you. It wasn't you. It was somebody else. Go
I
ahead.
get that, but you're telling me don't take it personal, but that's easy to say if you haven't sat in jail 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
If I wouldn't take it personal if I never went to jail, something that this girl felt about something else and her
Mm-hmm.
taking it out on me took away 3 years of my life. That's not a joke
I
to
get
me.
it. I
And
get it.
I can't sit here and say, oh yeah, that's cool. No, I got piss thrown on me in there, shit thrown on me. I had to politic with the blacks and Hispanics. I had to
Let me
fight.
ask you this.
Like
Let
I'm
me
not.
ask you this. And this is very important. And this is for you and for everybody else here. You lost 3 years of your life because of what happened, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you want to lose 3 more years of your life by still being in this feeling of why did this person do this to me? You could spend the next 3 years of your life ruminating and internalizing. And overall, mentally and emotionally, you're still in jail. Now, like you said, it's easier said than done. So I get it. I actually help people with childhood trauma and letting go of the past. I'm Mr. Let Go. So I'm here to let you know that I can help you systematically let what happened to you go. Okay. So real quick, the answer to this, because I'm always about solutions. I'm not sitting there going to be like, oh, just let it go, just change. No. One of the many ways to let this go, and this is for anybody else on here, is to change the perception of what actually happened to you. So instead of looking at this and saying this woman falsely accused me and made me like lose 3 years of my life, I want you to say that I actually tried to take my own life and it didn't happen. It didn't happen. So now, because it didn't happen, today is the first day of the rest of my life because I could have been dead, but I'm still alive. So that's the first way you can look at it, right? Another way you can just simply change the perception of what actually happened is to simply say, you know what? Every woman isn't like her. There are good women out here. And at the end of the day, this woman was possibly hurt and traumatized. And she got her get back. So, regardless of how mad I am, I was the vessel for her to get back at the person that hurt her. So, it's a possibility that that woman is now relieved of her trauma, whether it's good
Why?
or bad.
Why should I give a fuck about her trauma when my trauma's still happening? I know you're telling me, sir, and I appreciate what you're guiding me through, but in order to heal, I gotta be 100% transparent.
Mm-hmm.
Her get back. The problem with this whole situation is when my charges get dropped or when my innocence is officially shown,
Mm-hmm.
she's not gonna get no repercussions. The media is not gonna blast her face nowhere. She's not gonna go to jail. She's gonna continue to live her life being half naked on Instagram, and she's gonna continue to do this to other people. And
No,
no, let me finish, sir.
go ahead.
I can't get a regular job right now. because everybody does a fucking background check. When they do a background check, they look my name up. If you look my name up right now, Kaalan K.R. Walker, on Google, the first 27 pages are my sexual assault allegations. I can't get a regular job. The acting world, I love acting. I love music. Record labels don't, I put out music, but record labels don't, they know my music, but they don't want to have a professional conversation with me because the media blasted like I got relegations, but although my stuff is dropping, the media hasn't covered it, so the mainstream thinks I'm in jail. And companies don't want to have a conversation with me because the media has not said my charges are being dropped. So it puts me in a crossroad. I am living stimulus check to stimulus check, and I'm in a basement. You're talking to me like I know you're trying to encourage me, sir, and I get it. But you're saying bounce back from this. I could bounce back mentally, but I'm still a man. I want to have a family one day. I want to have kids. I want to hold my children. I want to be a good father, have a family. I want to do all that. But I can't be financially stable because I'm being judged off something that's on the internet. And nobody's covering when my innocence is shown. So it puts me in a crossroad, and I'm frustrated. If I got a call right now by a movie company, hey, we'll pay you a couple $100,000 to do this movie, you won't hear from me again talking shit. I'll be like, sir, it happened, thank you. But right now, I can't even regular 9-to-5 job, sir.
So let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. Couple things. One, that particular woman, regardless of how you feel about that particular person, that person may possibly finally be able to go on with their lives because she got you. She probably can go on with her life without doing somebody else the same way because her trauma possibly has now been released. So now she can go on with her life, start a family. It may have been some demons that she had to get out. So it's not about her getting repercussions because this is just how life is. We can't always look at the other person and say, I want that person to punish. It's not really, hold on. It's not really about the other person. It's about us. Okay. Everybody on this live has been done wrong by somebody. Like I said, some people have been done wrong by their own parents. You know what I'm saying?
Fear is mine.
Let me finish. We can't go on with our lives wanting somebody else to hurt. We have to go on with our lives wanting us to heal. So the energy that you're exerting, which is understandable, can be used in a way to make you into a better man. You learned something. I have a principle. I have something I call the 17 principles of letting go. One of the principles is, I want everybody to write this down if you can. I'll give you 3 seconds. I want everybody to write this down. One of my principles is, I am not a victim. I am an active learner. So write that down yourself. I am not a victim. I am an active learner. There is a motivational speaker. I don't know his name because it's some British name. He has no arms and no legs. He has a beautiful life and he has a whole family, a wife and kids, makes millions of dollars going all over the world. No arms, no legs. That man could have looked at his life and said, my life is over. I have who has no arms or no legs? He's making millions of dollars because he has no arms and no legs. I want you to think about that. He's making millions of dollars because of what happened to him. See, we're in a different age where we don't need jobs. I ain't got no damn job. I can't remember what was the last time I actually had a job? I think like 3-4 years ago. I got no damn job. I'm jobless. I don't give a shit about no job. So I have been through trauma. My dad left me. My mom was getting abused left and right by different men or whatever. Same thing with your mom?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to talk about that too. I make money simply by telling my story and showing women that there's another way and they can let go of their childhood trauma because I was able to see my mom act within her childhood trauma right in front of me.
Yeah.
And now that's how I make a living, by helping women let go of their childhood trauma. There's a lot of women that I talk to that they want to get a man back because of what happened to them. It's just the way life is. There are men who want to get women back for what either a white man or a police officer or supervisor did to them, white America, and they turn around and abuse women. It's just the way life is. This is just life. Okay. You got lions and you got zebras,
Yeah.
right? The zebra it ain't walking around like, damn, man, why these lions keep chasing me? No, that zebra's gonna go live his life. Ain't worried about no damn lion. He's gonna watch his back, but it's not gonna spend his whole life worried about getting eaten by a lion, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Going about his business. You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
have to be an active learner and learn from this, and you can make a career out of what you learn from this. Because, like I said, there are thousands of men and women who feel the same way you feel, maybe in a different way, but you can actually help those people let go of their anger and resentment of the opposite sex. You know how many women who actually have been sexually assaulted weeks ago, a month ago, not in their childhood, recently, and they're like, all men ain't shit. You can help those women. You can help men who feel like all women ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it first takes you to let it go. And now you can sell your story on how you let it go. Forget a
Gotcha.
job. Forget a movie, this and that. Remember, you have to add on and add on and add on until your blemish is gone. And now all they see is this. When you see one of these waterfalls that are beautiful, do you see where the water goes when the water actually goes into no, it might be all kinds of nasty shit under that water.
I don't see that part though. I just see the beautiful part of
You just see the beautiful waterfall because that's it. This is what you have to show people. This, not the shit up under there.
Got it.
Ain't no telling what's up under there. You don't never see nobody in the water. There might be some nasty shit, might be some piranha in there. You know what I'm saying? Tear your ass up. Who cares what's in there?
Yeah.
Let them see the waterfall, bro.
Yes, sir.
Pour into other people and let them know, like, yo, I am no longer a victim of what happened to me. Yeah. I'm an active learner of what happened to me.
Got it.
You can start doing seminars. You know what I'm saying? You got a name for yourself. You can teach young men how to get into acting. You can teach young men how to stay away from groupies. Yo, I'm telling you, can simply do a video of like, yo, let me tell y'all something.
Yeah, I usually debate, go back and forth with people, but I can't really argue with that. You're making great points.
Yeah, you can be like, yo, stay away. You can just simply do a video that might go viral. Stay away from groupies. You may become a rapper. You may become an actor. You may become just a social media star. Guys, just understand that there are a lot of traumatized women that are looking to try to get somebody back. And you can, she can see you and say, you know what? You're the one I'm going to get back for all the men that hurt me. I'm going to get you back. You can teach men how not to be in those situations. You know how many young men that just made it into the league back in May, April?
Yeah.
The NFL draft just happened, right?
Yeah.
They ain't used to these groupies. Well, they probably are, but they didn't have money when they were college stars, but now they got money. So now the chicks are still after them, but they're after something different.
Got it.
That's what I'm saying. There are men and women out here who are literally like, yo, I feel so socially awkward around the opposite sex. Yeah. You can help those people, bro. Forget a damn job. And once people start seeing your growth and what you're doing to help people, having you in their movie could be like a vindication. They can say, you know what? I like what this dude is doing. I want to have him in my movie because of how he got past what he went through.
Got it.
Show them that, bro. You're only 26. Like I said, if you was 50 years old, I'd be like, bro, I don't know what to tell you, man. You screwed. It's over for you, bro.
That's fine.
But you're in your 20s, though. You know what I'm saying? I would say by the time you're 28, give yourself 2 years, right? Stay away from the ladies. Stay away from hanging out. Stay away from any vice that you have, whether it's drinking, I don't know what you do. But whatever the vice is, just stay away from it for 2 years. go get some therapy. Like I'm not a therapist, but I can coach you.
Yeah, I
You know
know
what I'm
you're a
saying?
therapist, bro.
Whatever it is, take 2 years and work on yourself. You know what I'm saying? And once you do that and just change your perception of what happened to you, and you start happening to other people in a positive way. I need you to happen instead of you to worry about what happened. I want you to be the one that's happening to other people.
You want me to happen? Stop worrying about what happened. You want me to? I got it. Makes sense. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I
Okay. You
want
good,
you
nigga.
to happen.
Good, bro. You good, bro. I gotta give it to you, dog. I understand why you missed the let go, bro. I didn't discover you till about a day or two later when you reached out and you prayed over me and was like, bro, I'm reaching out. I didn't know you was
Mm-hmm.
this good, bro.